Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Megan from Modern Moon Quilt Studio. In today's video, I'm going to review 4 of the most popular rotary cutters for quilters, and I will be linking all of these in the description below, as well as a few other popular ones. Enjoy! Let's start with the OLFA Quick Change Rotary Cutter in 28 millimeters. Now this is a classic stick rotary cutter. It comes with a 28 millimeter tungsten steel blade, and it has a nice contoured handle for comfortable cutting and this built-in easy to use blade guard for safety. It also has these integrated finger grooves to help prevent your finger from slipping while you're cutting. Because of the symmetrical design, it naturally accommodates both left and right-handed quilters without having to disassemble and rearrange any of the mechanisms. My favorite feature of this rotary cutter is this quick change blade system. All you do is pull back that red tab, allowing the blade to fall to the table, and then you can install the new blade just as simply. So you're not having to handle the blade, which can be a safety issue. You just pop it in and push that tab back into place. OLFA makes 18, 28, and 45 millimeter stick rotary cutters with this quick change feature. These smaller rotary blades, like the 18 and 28 millimeter rotary cutters, are perfect for small and detailed cutting. Cutting around small templates or these tight curves are perfect for this rotary cutter. This rotary cutter has over 1,600 reviews on Amazon with a rating of 4.8 stars. Next up is the Fiskars Classic Stick Rotary Cutter in 45 millimeters. This is a classic stick design, like the name implies. It comes equipped with a stainless steel 45 millimeter blade, and this one is really a great value and excellent choice for a first rotary cutter. It was the first rotary cutter that I purchased as part of a set that came with a cutting mat and a 24-inch ruler, and it's been a great all-purpose workhorse for me. Because of the symmetrical design, this one is also suitable for both right and left-handed quilters. It doesn't have the integrated finger grip like the OLFA stick rotary cutter does, so it's a little less safe and there's a little bit more risk of your finger slipping. I personally haven't had this issue, but it's something to consider, especially if you're purchasing this rotary cutter for a young quilter. Blades on this rotary cutter are pretty quick and easy to replace. It just has a simple nut that needs to be loosened, so you can let the blade fall to the cutting mat, and a new one can be replaced by just inserting that back through the handle and the nut being tightened. This classic stick rotary cutter from Fiskars comes in 28 millimeter, 45 millimeter, and 16 millimeter designs. This 45 millimeter rotary cutter has over 1,200 reviews on Amazon with a rating of over 4.7 stars. Now let's talk about the OLFA Ergonomic Rotary Cutter in 45 millimeters. I'm going to cut to the chase and just say this is probably my new favorite rotary cutter. It comes with a tungsten steel blade, so it's much harder than a stainless steel blade and stays sharper much longer. OLFA calls it their endurance blade. It also has this ergonomic design, which helps to reduce hand fatigue and comes with this dual action safety lock, which allows the blade to be locked in place while it's not being used. And I love this squeeze trigger handle. When you squeeze it while you're using it, it exposes the blade, but then it automatically retracts when you set it down and it's not being used. This rotary cutter can be set up for either left or right-handed use. It's just a matter of removing the blade and switching it over to the other side of the handle. And that just requires the nut to become unscrewed. The blade needs to fall to the cutting mat, and then you just flip the handle over to replace the blade on the other side. This rotary cutter does have a couple extra pieces that I haven't shown you in the previous 2 rotary cutters. There is a plastic and a metal washer that have to be replaced before the nut gets screwed back into place to hold everything tight. Fortunately, this isn't something you have to do very often, so I don't find it to be that big of a deal. Now, OLFA claims that this can cut through 8 pieces of cotton, so we're going to test just that. And while we're stacking fabric, I just wanted to mention that OLFA does make this rotary cutter in 45 millimeter and 60 millimeter designs. Okay, let's see this rotary cutter in action. And as promised, this rotary cutter goes through 8 layers of cotton with no trouble at all. And this one has over 7,600 reviews on Amazon with a rating of 4.8 stars. Last but not least is the Fiskars titanium rotary cutter in 60 millimeters. This one does also come in a 45 millimeter design. Now this one comes with a titanium blade, which is slightly harder than your standard stainless steel blade, so it should last a little bit longer and have to be replaced slightly less often. This one comes with the ergonomic loop handle, which provides both comfort and support. And it does have this nice sliding button, which extends the blade during use and retracts for safe storage. This is another rotary cutter that can be set up for both right and left-handed users. Similar to the previous rotary cutter, it's just a matter of loosening the nut, letting the blade fall to the mat. You flip the handle over to the other side and replace the blade. These 60 millimeter rotary blades are designed for cutting thicker materials, so we're going to test this out by cutting some thick denim. This is 6 layers of denim that I'm going to be cutting through, and I'm going to see how it handles it. Now you can see I do take a little bit extra force to get through those 6 thick layers of denim, and there's definitely some drag going through there. So it pulls the fabric slightly so I don't get a super straight cut, but it did do a halfway decent job. I'm gonna go ahead and try it again with 4 layers of denim and just see if it's a little bit easier. And there it goes through with absolutely no problem, a really clean cut with no drag. And this rotary cutter has over 4,200 reviews on Amazon with a rating of 4.7 stars. Personally, I don't love the mechanism for extending and retracting the blade, but this will probably be my definite go-to for cutting thicker materials like denim and batting. Overall, it's just a really great rotary cutter. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and hopefully you're able to gain a little bit of insight into these 4 really popular rotary cutters for quilters. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. And don't forget that I will be linking all of these rotary cutters and more in the description below. And I will also be linking a blog post to go along with this video that'll give you a little bit more insight. Have an awesome day. Happy quilting.